Hey everybody, I hope everyone had an amazing holiday. Merry late Christmas. I know I'm starting out looking a little bit different than normal. I just wanted to be really real with you guys and show you how terrible my skin can be sometimes, which is partly why I love to do makeup, because it can take you from feeling like crap and being stressed out because your skin is super annoying to feeling like you're a million. All right, so I am going to do a New Year's Eve look. I'm going to take you through every step of my makeup, and if you don't want to see it, then that's fine, just skip ahead. But I wanted to refresh everybody and show everyone what I do differently with my foundation and concealer and whatnot. Let's get started. First, I'm going to use my Time-Wise Pore Minimizer, just a couple of pumps, and put this on before my primer. I have awful pores, so I feel like this helps just a little bit. But I just wash my hands, and I'm going to put that everywhere and let it dry for just a second. And now I'm going to use my foundation primer, which this is Mary Kay. It's super silky, just to give my makeup a little bit more flawless of an appearance. And especially for New Year's Eve, you need it to last all night. Sometimes I use my hands, sometimes I use my brush. It just depends on the mood I'm in. When my skin is like this, I feel like I can't even start on my eye look before I have everything else good. So I'm gonna put on my foundation first. And I use the shade Beige 1. I use the Luminous Wear Liquid Foundation. It's a Time-Wise from Mary Kay. And it depends on if I have a tan or not, what color I use. Most of the time I mix a lot of them. That's what I do for clients to make sure it matches. Just got a new brush set. This is obviously a little bit dark, so I'm just gonna blend it out. I'm super pale right now. I'm going to mix my color that I was just using in with an Ivory 5. So now I'm using those two, and I'm just gonna mix it up and continue. I'm very ivory right now. I love the Luminous Foundation because it helps disguise my acne and my pores and all that awful, annoying stuff. And yes, my fine lines, because I do have them. I already feel so much better just with this on. And I'm gonna put a little on my chest because I'm breaking out right there too. I hope y'all appreciate my realness because I am far from perfect, all right? Okay, so now that I've got my foundation on, I am going to put on some concealer. And this is part of my highlight, as I would say. This is the first time I'm ever using this. This is the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. Look at how cute. I love it. And now I'm going to etch out where I want to highlight my face. I love that applicator. And this stuff, it's really thick, but we will see how it blends out. I'm going to use a slightly smaller brush for blending and just start dabbing this in. I really like this stuff. It's very effective. And I usually use, if not Mary Kay, then the Maybelline like Age Rewind concealer or something. But this gives amazing coverage and I'm really pleased with it. The texture of it is amazing. I worry about things being too drying, especially under the eyes, because I have smile lines. This is really, really good. Thank you, Jeffree. I'm never disappointed. Okay, this is definitely my new favorite concealer. I love it. This blended out really well. I love it. Guys, I mean, I'm just freaking out about this. I'm obsessed with this. Video's done. Just kidding. We got a long way to go. So I'm going to use my Mary Kay translucent powder and use a big fluffy brush and just kind of dust this everywhere, but especially where I put my concealer. Makeup has not made me this happy in a long time. I'm obsessed. Alright guys, next I'm going to do my brows real quick. I'm going to brush them out with my spoolie. I really want like a severe brow because New Year's Eve you're going to be more than likely in the dark at a party. I don't know about me, but I am going to use, instead of a pencil, my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Taupe. Always remember to check your brows and make sure that they're at least sisters and not cousins. And if you ever need some help getting them to match, it is a great idea to use like a small concealer brush. Like this guy is perfect. And you can use your concealer, your foundation, whichever, and kind of edge them out. I like really crisp little edges. This one's good. That one, not so much. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. Don't let it drive you crazy because it can. Now that I've done that, I'm going to use this new product. It is the, well, new to me, Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. This is just e.l.f. brand. I never use a brow gel, but it is becoming a trend now again to just like use the gel on its own. I'm just going to put this gel over my eyebrows to keep them in place because they can get a little crazy sometimes. This is really cool. I didn't see this, but this side says brow and this side says lash. So the brushes are a little bit different. Obviously, I'm going to open the brow one and just sweep this over my brows. Definitely gives them a little bit of volume. So whatever eye makeup you do should be based on what you're wearing. New Year's Eve, you need to really just have fun and go over the top. You're celebrating the new year. This is new beginnings. This is when you can change everything about your life, make a resolution. I stuck to my resolution I made last year, so I'm trying to figure out what I want for this year. I haven't drank soda at all in 2019, and I'm really proud of myself because, girl, I love me some Dr. Pepper. But anyways, so I think for New Year's Eve, I'm gonna wear like this fuchsia outfit. So I wanna use purple and maybe like a little bit of pink. Never be afraid. You can do whatever you want, and if you hate it, you can wipe it off and start over. I think I'm gonna use my Mini Breaker Jeffree Star palette. There's some really pretty purples in here. This one's called Bite Me, and it's a shimmery purple. So I'm gonna start working that into the outer corner of my eye. I think I want to go and use this one, since that's kind of like the color of my outfit, and it's called Foreplay. Of course, New Year's calls for glitter, so I'm going to use my Peaches and Cream Pigment Primer and put that on the rest of my lid. Make sure you do your inner corner, because I always love to add a little pop of something into my inner corner. Okay, so I'm going to use my Peaches and Cream Disco Pigment. I use this all the time. It is a beautiful silver. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used for my fuchsia. I see silver pigment flying right now. Anyways, I'm going to use that brush, and I'm going to blend this just a little bit. Now I'm going to take a naked brush, as in it has nothing on it, and kind of blend out my colors here on the edge. Blending is the difference in looking like you're in middle school wearing makeup versus being an adult and knowing what you're doing. Seriously, blending changes the game. I'm gonna get a teeny tiny brush and go in with bubble gum, which is a little bit lighter than my fuchsia, and go under my lash line right there. I'm gonna take just a tad bit of this purple punch. Using one palette for your whole eye look guarantees pretty much that it's gonna go together. So I did that pretty much all the way under, and now I'm just gonna do it on my outer corner underneath. So this is the Wet n Wild glitter palette, and I'm going to take just a little bit of this silver and dust it in the bottom part of my eye. I want it to look loose. I want it to look as if it's just a pop of fun right in the inner corner of my eye. When you're using something like this, make sure it's a flat brush and you're pressing it in without moving it around too much. Just press and release, because stuff like this, when it's a gel, will totally take off your concealer or foundation that's underneath it. To finish up our eyes, I'm going to use my Jumbo NYX eye pencil that my eyes are sensitive to. And this is in white, and I'm going to put it on my lower waterline. I'm going to take my Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal and put on bottom mascara and dust over my false lashes on top. Okay guys, this is pretty much the whole eye look. So now I'm going to go into my brand new bronzer because I used all of the last one I bought. This is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. So now I'm gonna get to contouring. Thank you, bronzer. Now I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie, my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. Just for a little bitty pop of color, I'm going to use my Sephora blush palette. This is my favorite, guys. It's the best. Sometimes I will just literally mix all of them. We are almost done. Now we have to do lips. Sometimes it's best just to have like a focus area. So if I had a neutral eye, I could do a red lip, I could do a dark pink, I could do a purple, whatever. But I really want my eyes to be the center of attention, so I'm going to do a light nude lip. For this light nude lip, I'm going to use my MAC lip pencil in Oak, and it desperately needs to be sharpened. There we go. And for my lipstick, I'm going to use, again, MAC, and this is a luster lipstick, so it's going to be more shiny than like a matte one would be. But this one is in the shade Pressed and Ready. I love the luster lipsticks. MAC has several different textures for lipsticks, but this one is like a gloss. It's so smooth and creamy, and it makes it look like you have a gloss on, which is really what I was wanting to go for. I'm in a very glossy stage of life. But this is my New Year's Eve look. So this is pretty much it. Again, I used purple, fuchsia on the outer corners, disco, the silver pigment for the inside. I dusted that fuchsia and purple eyeshadow under my eye, used white eyeliner, silver glitter for the inside, did my foundation, concealer, contour, highlight, blush, then my lip liner and lipstick. I think this is so fun, so good, not for every day, but New Year's Eve is a special occasion, and this definitely is gonna go with my outfit. I could even wear this and it would go. So just remember to have fun and remember to bring in good thoughts, good vibes for the next year. Your life is totally in your hands. So make the most of it, make an awesome New Year's resolution and stick to it like I did. But thank y'all so much for watching. I had a really good time. And remember, have fun and stay beautiful. Happy New Year's, guys.